Welcome back, everybody, to the Colorado Rockies franchise here on MLB The Show 25. We're finally back from a little bit of a break I had. We'll have college football tomorrow, but today we'll continue with the show franchise. We're going to make a little bit of moves here before we start. Will Warren, who's been dominating in AA, struggled in AAA, but I think he's got to come back up. So we'll move him up. I believe Sullivan we're going to move down, so he'll go down to AA. Looking at Gustavo Ramos killing the ball, but Colt Emerson, man, he is really struggling right now. So I believe we'll keep him down there, but Jose Torres has been killing it, so he gets the call up. I wish that would have been Colt Emerson. And then Carreras, we're going to move down. So we'll make a few moves there in the minor leagues. Just coming off a sweep of Arizona, trying to finish off the month of June. I think we'll get to the draft here at the end as well. But Jorge Mateo, in the last couple games, has dislocated his ankle. He is pretty much done for the season. A dislocated ankle, 6 months plus. He is done. So that's really going to hurt our infield depth. So we might have to look for a trade here. Zach Veenlow, he is going to be able to return here in a couple days. He's been out for a while, about 2.5 months with that torn groin. So he will be back. So we finish off June. We lose 2 or 3 to San Diego. Lose 3 or 4 to Arizona. And then we lose 2 or 3 to Cleveland. But we sweep the Mets, take 2 or 3 from St. Louis, and then end up losing 2 out of 3 to Miami. So far, up and down month. Right now, 45 and 41. 7.5 games back. About 5.5 you can see back of the Dodgers. So the Diamondbacks playing very well this season. They are leading. But right now, I'm happy with 45 and 41. You can see we're at that third wild card spot. I'll take it all day. We're playing so much better this year. This is obviously a very key season. We need it. You can see the stat-wise, Carter Field's still dominating. 24 home runs. Brent Doyle has 19. Caminero with 17. So I think Doyle, he has a real shot to get 30-30 this year. So Tovar, who was struggling early in the season, is up to a 243 average. It's starting to go up. But Carter Field with a 987 OPS. Killing the ball. I mean, he's definitely probably going to win Rookie of the Year, but the way he is hitting it, you got to think he's up for maybe like MVP considerations in his first season. That's how good Carter Field has been. Let's take a look at WAR. Yeah, Doyle with the stolen bases. He also has the, ability, the Gold Glove ability, former Gold Glover. So he is having a bounce back season. Awesome to see. And yeah, same thing with Junior Caminero. We brought him in to do this type of stuff. You just never know how you're going to react after going to a different league. But man, he has been fantastic. But Carter Field, home run every 14 at bats. It's pretty solid. And Bieber's really been the ace. Him and Jaden Hill at 8 and 4. Jaden Hill a little bit of cold streak. Same with Dolander. We're still keeping an eye on it. But I like his whip has dropped significantly. I mean, it was up to like the 1.9s, which is, abysmal. But he's got it down to at least 1.5. It's going down a little bit more. He's leading us in strikeouts. So I think he's on that kind of turn. I think he's going to turn it around. And he is going to be a solid pitcher for us. I don't know if he'll ever turn out to be the ace, but maybe he's a year away. You never know. Bullpen-wise, Joe Ross killing it. Vodnik looking pretty good. Piamps. Romano's ERA is very high at a 5.85, but a whip at a 1.19 I'm totally fine with. But Jaden Hill has been the really guy who's been very good this year. 3.48, 1.2 whip. He's performed very well. Bieber with the most quality starts so far. You can see right there leading us award. That's how it should be. That is great to see that he has really turned out to be the ace. You give a guy a big contract, former Cy Young winner. Sometimes you're just not sure. Same thing how it's going to turn out. But Bieber's been absolutely amazing. Where Dustin May has really struggled this year. But I think with the depth of our rotation, maybe it's solid enough. And I believe our bullpen's been pretty good. And then you got Shane Dunham down here, Memphis Madranos. They're really just pitching very well down here. Same with Carson Palmquist, who is a good ability to probably come up. I think due to the fact that if you look in our bullpen, because he's not going to be a starter. We've tried him as a starter. It has not really worked out. But I think bullpen-wise, we don't have a lefty in our bullpen. So if anybody gets called up here, it's going to be Palmquist. Now, Ryan Feltner, I was going to send down. But because of his service time, he would have to pass through waivers, obviously. And I don't think he would. And obviously with the Jorge Mateo injury, let's look for a trade for Ryan Feltner and see if we can get some depth in the infield on the bench, because then we can just bring Palmquist up. So as we look through here, I'm just going to do MLB ready. Obviously not the greatest, but Nasim Nunez for the Nationals. 26 years old. He's solid, good fielding, good arm, solid speed. Kind of like a Mateo type. Right now hitting 280, 368 on base. You know, off the bench of the Nationals who aren't really doing much this year. You know what? Let's make that deal 1-for-1. Why not? It gets done. So that gives us some depth there. We make a decent trade there. And Greg Jones will send down. And we're going to bring up Carson Palmquist. He is going to be obviously a bullpen guy. Not going to be a starter, but that gives us a lefty out of the bullpen. We're hoping in key situations, you know, not having to worry about starting in key situations, he will work out. But as you can see, it's all righties right now. That was the one, I would say, miss we had in the offseason. Not bringing in a lefty arm in the bullpen. You obviously need one. So maybe we'll see. If that trade hopefully works out. Like I said, we need depth there. So we got a 4-game set here against the Padres. And with Dustin May struggling, let's get into that game with Dustin May. Let's see if we can finish out this final week here before the All-Star break in a good job here. So we take the second game against the Padres. And that'll bring us to this game right here. Game number 3. And you can see we're 10 games out now, 46 and 45. We've been dropping back a little bit. I'd like to be over 500 before we get into the All-Star break. That'd be awesome to see. But Carter Field, 15-game hitting streak. Nunez searching for power. That's an interesting headline. And obviously Bieber with the stopper there with the win. Anything around the league, lots of stuff going on here. Tarek Skubal, that AL East with Boston and Baltimore is ridiculous. They're the 2 best teams in baseball. They're far and away better than anybody else. I mean, I believe the wild card, I'll have to take a look at the standings at some point. They have like a 10-game lead already in the wild card. It's crazy to see. But Dustin May on the mound, 4-4, 5.23 ERA, the whip at a 1.57. Walk rate a little high at 10.7. So that's been his problem this year. Too many walks and allowing too many guys to get on base. We got to cut that down a little bit. He has some really good stuff. Had a great year last year, and there goes Xander Bogaerts. He will go down looking. And obviously with the offense we have, I mean, you can have a little bit of a rough game, maybe go 5 or 6 innings pitched, let up 4. And with our offense, I mean, they can get 5, 6, 7, runs on the board just like that. That's a nice 1, 2, 3 first inning. As David Peterson will be on the mound here for the Padres, looking for win number 5. He's pitched pretty well, 1.13 whip, walk rate down, strikeout rate there, just not getting the run support, obviously. But here's Brent Doyle, 20 home runs on the season already. We're just about out of the All-Star break. And he'll swing and a miss for strike 3, but he's on pace for 30-30. That is awesome to see from Brent Doyle. Real Amuto's hitting pretty well, 325 in his last 10 games. Possible All-Star. This guy's definitely going to be All-Star. Carter Field, 15-game hitting streak, 25 home runs on the season. Don't think he'll reach 30 by the break, but man, he has been fantastic as he rips this one just foul. I've said this before. Every time he gets up, I just feel like it's a home run waiting to happen. Not that time, though. That is really bad. Not sure what we're swinging at there. Slider away gets him for strike 3. Let's go to the second inning. Here comes Gavin Sheets to the plate with 1 away. 1-2 as Dustin May tries to put him away. Cutter inside. Gets him looking for strike 3. Sheets totally confused with that pitch. Totally agrees with it, too. Jake Cronenworth with 2 away. Takes the fastball right there on the inside half. And an 0-2 pitch. Swing and a miss on the circle. Change strike 3, so Dustin May looking pretty good here today. At least through 2. Ethan Salas to the plate. Salas is going to foul that one away. This is a pretty good lineup in San Diego. They're right around the same record. As he will swing and a miss. Didn't look good there. But this is a tough division. I mean, the Diamondbacks playing well. Obviously got the Dodgers, who are the Dodgers. Giants playing pretty well. I mean, everybody's sitting around 500 or better, even at the bottom half of this division. This is why this division is ridiculously hard. We're playing really well this year, but not so far. You can see last 10, 3-7. If we can win our next 4, maybe 4 of our next 5 games here, including this one, to finish out the break, get a little momentum rolling, that would be awesome to see. And here comes newly acquired Nunez. Takes the pitch for a strike. Gives it that speed, contact, fielding, kind of like Mateo. So it's kind of like a carbon copy, as this one has flown to right field And this will get near the track for the out. But I think it works out because Mateo's done for the season. He is obviously not coming back. But you can see the standings. This Padres team's in last place, but they're right at 500. We're right there. Giants right above us. You see Dodgers, Diamondbacks. So this division, I don't know if it's up for grabs right now. I would say the Diamondbacks to lose. But you never know what the Dodgers are going to do. The Dodgers could just make some crazy trade, take off. You never know. As going into the fourth, this is a broken bat by Carter Field, play by Machado, and it's going to be safe at first. And I believe that is our first hit of the ball game. So a broken bat, yeah, Manny Machado, good luck there at third base when you're playing over to do anything. Can't get Carter Field, so we finally here in the fourth inning get our first hit. It has been a real pitcher's duel, but this is not good. Ground ball over to first base. Bogarts gets him easily for out number 3, but hey, at least we're not going to be no hit in this game. That's good to see. I think that's the first hit of the entire game. It is. Both pitchers have been really good. As Machado swing on that nasty curve. 0-1. And nice play there by Aaron Schunk, and that's going to be out number 1 here in this 5th inning. We have another no-hit bid coming, possibly? I don't know. We'll see. It's too early to tell. Gavin Sheets will take that one for a strike. And there you go. There's the Padres' first hit, so they are finally on the board as Carter Field misplays that one. Getting the start here in left today. Obviously, still needs real work on his fielding ability, but you got to get him out there. So that is a one-out double here by Gavin Sheets. As the Padres trying to get on the board first as Cronenworth lines that down. The third base side foul. 2-2. Fastball gets him at 99 for strike 3, so 2 away. Dustin may get out of this. Well, that's going to get away. Are they going to try? Oh, you're going to try Realmuto. I don't know about that with his arm strength. Gets him at third base. And that might have been an absolute mistake. He could have had a chance to get in a run. But as you can see, these starters looking really good. 7 Ks so far for May. Peterson's looked pretty good. Shunk's going to take a leadoff walk to start this 5th inning. But based off what we saw stat-wise, this is pretty normal for Peterson. Pitching well, just not getting any run support. I mean, he's only at 34 pitches. He's been really hitting the zone. We've been trying to take, but he's throwing it in there. 1-1. Ground ball by Zach Veen. Back from injury. Misplayed there at second base. They do get him at first, but that would have been an easy double play. And because it's misplayed, allows Shunk to get up to second base. Get into scoring position here for Realmuto to try to come through with the first run of the ball game. Takes that outside for a ball. Works a 2-3-2 count. No work, a 3-2 walk. So Realmuto on first and second base. Amador, actually this is going to be Nunez to the plate. Flew out to right field to the newly acquired Nunez. Chance to come through with a big hit, but he is going to pop this one up. That's going to be an infield fly. Actually, that timing wasn't bad. Just too high of a pitch, a little bit sailing out of there. So 2 away, and here comes Amador to the plate. So we'll need a 2-out hit to drive in the first run of the game for either team here in this bottom half of the 5th inning. And Amador hits this one well to left, carrying, but is going to be short and caught. So nothing there in the 5th. Right now, get a run on the board, put some pressure on their team. You're looking pretty good. 0-2 pitch from Dustin May. Swing and a miss there by Durbin. Now 2 away here in this 6th. Another K. 9th so far for May today. As here comes the dangerous Xander Bogaerts to the plate, and Bogaerts pops this one to left. Field racing in, and he's got it for out number 3. And the Padres are retired in the 6th. Peterson, 1 away here in the 6th. This is only, like I said, pitch number 50 as Junior Caminero will finally get us on the board. Doesn't miss this one. Well out of here at the barbecue stand back there. And Junior Caminero absolutely crushes it. 449. And we got a 1-0 lead finally on the board. As here is another guy that is able to just crush the ball. And Carter Field, even though he's late on it, just has that bat speed to get it around, get a base hit. So he is on. So we're getting to David Peterson now here in this sixth. So what can Tolia do? Another big-time power hitter. I mean, you get Caminero, you get Carter Field, Tolia. I mean, the power is there. As that one we will take, but that was a pitch to hit right there. 2-1. And Tolia rips this deep to center field. Ball is carrying back. Does it have enough? And it does. It is out of here. 2-run shot for Michael Tolia. And the power bats have come here in this bottom half of the sixth inning, giving us a 3-0 lead. I swear, every time I see that round in the base, I feel like they never touch the base. It's absolutely crazy to see. I wonder if one time they will appeal that and it'll work. It just seems like they never touch the base. But 3-run sixth, as Caminero's going to stop that one, but that will be enough for a base hit. Maybe stop to double there, because with that speed, the ball, Carter Field getting down, maybe he gets the second base. But here comes Fernando Tatis, killing lefties, doing not a whole lot against righties. Now, the power's coming from the right-hand side. It's just probably, obviously, more at bats. 1-2 from May. Swing and a miss. Tatis having a rough game. And as you saw, it just doesn't hit righties very well. But 10th K of the game for Dustin May is Manny Machado to the plate. Machado swings through the cutter. He might have been actually in front of that. He's killing lefties too. 377. 2-8 against righties. Oh, come on. How you missing with that pitch? Oh, come on. Let's go. And Machado doesn't miss that cutter, though. No doubt about it. This one is well out of here. And Manny Machado gets the Padres on the board here in the 7th inning. 2-run shot. Just left that cutter a little bit too much over the plate. And Manny didn't miss it. So the first real mistake there from Dustin May ends up to a 2-run home run. So back to a 1-run lead. And with that, that'll end the day for Dustin May. But I have to say, that was a very solid start. Still on the hook for the win here. 10 Ks. And here comes Carson Palmquist. So far, since we brought him up, 4 innings, 2.25 ERA. Good to see that average against lefties is nothing. Let's even keep it that way. Don't think so, because Gavin Sheets is going to rip that one, and that's going to get over the head of Carter Field. So Gavin Sheets on his way to second base with a double. So the Padres tying run aboard. Go ahead at the plate. Can Palmquist get out of this jam? This is why he was brought up here, to face these lefties, as Jake Cronenworth is going to foul that one away. 0-2. There you go. Great serve on the outside for strike 3, as down goes Cronenworth. 2 away here in the 7th inning. Let's get Salas. Let's get out of this jam. He'll foul away the fastball in on the hands. 1-2. We're going to go fastball in again. Got him looking for strike 3. Great pitch there from Carson Palmquist. So Manny Machado gets him on the board, but great job getting out of the jam, and still a 3-2 game. As down the line, Realmuto's got himself a base hit, obviously with this speed. We'll stay there at first base. So a leadoff single here to start off this 7th inning. Would love to add some more runs. 1-run lead against this offense with San Diego. Even though they haven't done much today, but they're just a few bats away, as Nunez, the newly acquired Asim Nunez, is going to get this one out of here. I mean, that just got out. That wasn't even a no-doubter. That was crazy that he was already walking. But he cranks this one out. Only his 2nd home run of the season. Obviously not known for his power, as they came into the game saying he was looking for power. And he found it. The newly acquired Nunez with a 2-run homer. And hopefully that gives us some room to close out this game. So we'll bring in David Bednar out of the pen to start the 8th. I said, this pen's been very good. He's upset he's not getting that call there. That's another thing. I know I'd love to see more of like arguing balls and strikes, as Lopez swing and a miss for strike 3. Even if you get tossed, I think it'd be very cool to see if you're able to argue balls and strikes. As Durbin didn't miss that one though. Hanging curveball, and it is gone. So now that 2-run home run looking good. And that is his first career home run. Caleb Durbin. He did not miss that pitch at all. Cranks it out of here. It's 5-3 here in the 8th inning. So a 2-home run by Nunez is looking very key. 2-2 to Bogarts. Well, that's a better curveball. Swing and a miss for strike 3, making the throw to first base, getting them so 2 away here in this 8th inning. Can we get Kramer here? And man, that's a nice take. That pitch is right there. 2-2. Fastball inside. He'll fly it out to center field. Brent Doyle underneath of it. Canicorn should have it. He's got it. All right, so we allow the 1 home run to Durbin. It's still a 2-run lead. Let's bring in Rasmussen to close this one out. Now, the reason Romano isn't in here today is because he worked, I believe, yesterday. So his stamina is nowhere near. He is not able to go today. But let's bring in Rasmussen. Obviously, been in closing situations. So we get one quick out there. Tatis grounds out to first base, 2 away. As here comes Machado to the plate, obviously with that 2-run home run. He'll foul away that sinker. We'll work it to an 0-2. Swing and a miss for strike 3. All right, 2 away here in this 9th. See if we can put this away, get a win. Gavin Sheets has had a pretty solid game. I'll take there for a strike. 0-1. Fly out to left field. Carter Field backing up. Doesn't play it very well, but he backs up enough, and he's got it for out number 3. And that will be your ball game. So the 2-run shot from Nunez is the difference maker. The newly acquired man makes the pretty much play of the game with the 2-run shot. And we get a win 5-3. A much-needed win. We've been struggling a little bit here lately in the last week and a half. So a big win. Hopefully, the next few games here. We got 4 games left. I'd love to win out. All right, there you go. Means gets the win. So we take 3 of 4 from San Diego. Let's take a look. Tovar with a home run. Means goes 6 2/3. 3 hit, 2 earned, 2 walks, 5 Ks. Now we got a 3-game set against Miami. Draft obviously coming up here right after this. And we do get the win. So we've won, 4 in a row? Hendricks out for him. We'll activate him. We've won 4 in a row. Let's take a look. This is was this Dollander on the mound today? Yeah, 7 innings, 5 hit, 1 earned, only 1 walk, 8 Ks. Great job, Chase Dollander. Fantastic. And we do win that game 9-5. So we won 5 in a row before the break. But it's time to get into the 2027 draft. We have the number 4 pick. Again, we've had a number 4 pick every year. Got the Blue Jays, White Sox, Angels before us. There are some big-time players here. Mario Escobar, third base, can play first and left. 84 to 94 potential, 67 to 78 overall. According to our scouts, he's the best player on the draft. Stephen Tate, who we found in just looking for players, he is not ranked. We have him as our number 2 guy, 83 to 93, third baseman. Very good contact, looks really good. Jose Crespo, right fielder, right now in the number 3, 80 to 95 potential, 60 to 75 overall. Overall looks just like a fantastic player. He's only 18 years old. So, and they got Stefan Rivera, 79 89 potential, 74 to 84 overall. Lefty, plays third and left. He looks hitting-wise as an absolute beast. He needs work on some other stuff, but fielding not too bad. I don't know if you can go wrong here with these top 4 picks. We'll see where everybody lines up. Let's start this draft. Blue Jays go number 1. Who will they take? They take Jose Crespo. So they take Crespo, the right fielder. I said he's only 18 years old. So I think that's a solid pick. We'll see. Probably not this one. We'll see next time what these guys end up being. So number 2 pick, Mario Escobar. The White Sox take what we feel was the number 1 player in the draft. They take Mario Escobar with the 2nd pick. Number 3 goes to Clemente Rubio. He was the consensus number 1 coming in this, but based off our scouting, not really. No, we didn't finish with him, obviously, but he goes to the Angels. So that puts us in a little bit of a position here. Now, Stephen Tate is not ranked draft-wise. And with that doctor exam, he is injured. So I have a feeling he is going to drop. Now, he looks like a very good player. But you got Easton Griffin as well. Started pitcher, 76 to 91 potential, 61 to 76 overall. He's only 18 years old. Good possible pick there. But I think I like Stefan Rivera I mean, just hitting wise, he looks absolutely insane. 21. He's a lefty hitter. I think we can wait on Tate. I think we'll wait. I think we're going to wait on Tate. I don't think he's going to be taken here. I don't think he'll be taken in the first round. So we take Stephen Rivera as our number 1 pick. I'm hoping it's more on high end of the potential and overall. But to me, playing third, playing left, he already looks like a monster hitter. I think that's a pretty easy pick. So you can see as we get into the second round, Tate is still there. Let's see if he lasts a couple more picks. So A's on the clock now. I swear if he gets taken here at 41 or 42. Okay, there goes Brian Norton. Nats on the clock. Billy Ross. All right, Stephen Tate is still there. You could take a risk and not take him maybe till the late second. You can see we have pick number 68 in the second. But I just feel like he's too good. We got to take this pick. I want to make sure we get him. So we're going to draft Stephen Tate. I know he has the injured doctor exam, but just potential and overall wise, I feel like that's a steal. All right, our late second pick, Jordy K, high potential. It could be an A potential. It could be like a 61 overall, which is perfectly fine. Continue to work him. Let's draft Jordy K as our late second round pick. Like I said, the potential, is going to be there. So we'll take him there. Get into the third round. Let's take a look at Rich Gallo, starting pitcher. Potential is there. Overall, probably there as well, 21. So we take Rich Gallo, another guy we found. I mean, we have him as our 18th overall guy. So we're taking him in there in the third. Round number 4, we're going to take Sam Cloud. Could be high potential overall guy. 18 years old. We didn't fully scout him, but another guy we found. You got Wickenheiser. What a name there. Wickenheiser. But I like Sam Cloud better. And obviously in the 4th round, I'm fine taking that. So we're going to take Sam Cloud with our pick. I said wasn't fully scouted, but at 18 years old, I'm seeing the potential there. Hopefully it works out. Now, obviously, these last few rounds, last 2 picks, we don't really have anybody scouted, so we're just guessing now. We're going to take Burt Riggs, maybe. Yeah, I think we'll take Burt Riggs. Just hoping it works out potential-wise. He is on the 18. And Montano, I think we'll take as well for our final pick. So Julian Montano is our final pick. They're relievers as well, so we'll see if it works out or not. But all in all, a solid draft. And we did win that final game against Miami. So we swept the Marlins. And we finish off the All-Star break winning 6 in a row. So we're 8.5 back of the Diamondbacks. We move in the number 2 spot. We're only 2.5 back of the Dodgers. So great way to finish the first half. Sitting at 51-45. I mean, who knows? In about a month, we could have more wins than we had last season. Look at this. The Red Sox and Orioles are going crazy. They are just leading everything. The Orioles have won 7 in a row. Tigers lead that division by a game over the Guardians, but Twins are right there. Mariners lead, but the Rangers are right there. Athletics, Angels. I mean, that division's super close. That's not anywhere near over. But you can see the Orioles have a 14-game lead in the Wild. They're plus 14 over the next wild card team. That is crazy. Insane, the Red Sox and what the Red Sox and Orioles are doing. Braves lead the Phillies by 8 games, and then the Pirates lead the Brewers by 11. So right now, the National League divisions aren't super close. This one in the West is the closest. So the AL is looking very competitive, except the East. For the NL, not too much, but I have to say, great way to finish, winning 6 in a row. I feel like our draft is really good. Like I said, next time we'll see the signed draft picks, and hopefully they turn out to be absolutely amazing. But that is going to do it for this one. Thank you guys so much for watching. Appreciate the patience on this. We'll have more of it coming out this week. But thank you so much. Hit that like button, subscribe for more, and I will see you in the next one. You guys have a good one. Bye-bye.